We often try to think our way out of pain. We analyze, rationalize, and try to make sense of difficult experiences. But trauma isn't just a story we tell ourselves, it lives in our bodies. It shapes our nervous system, our reactions, and how we move through the world. Traditional talk therapy, while valuable, sometimes falls short in addressing trauma's deep roots. This is where a bottom-up approach comes in. Instead of starting with the thinking brain, we begin with the body's wisdom. By listening to our physical sensations and responses, we can begin to heal the wounds that words alone can't reach. This isn't about ignoring our thoughts and emotions. It's about recognizing that trauma impacts us on multiple levels. By addressing the body's response, we create a pathway for deeper healing and lasting change. Trauma is often associated with extreme events like natural disasters or violence. However, it encompasses a much broader spectrum of experiences. Chronic stress, such as living in poverty or experiencing discrimination, can also be traumatic. Developmental trauma refers to adverse experiences in childhood, like abuse or neglect. These early events can have a profound impact on brain development and emotional regulation. Intergenerational trauma acknowledges that the pain of past generations can be passed down through families, even if unspoken. And cultural trauma recognizes the collective harm inflicted on groups of people through systemic oppression and historical injustices. What unites these diverse experiences is their impact on the nervous system. Trauma overwhelms our ability to cope, leaving us feeling unsafe and on high alert. This can manifest as anxiety, hypervigilance, emotional outbursts, or feeling numb and disconnected. Resilience isn't about avoiding difficult emotions or pretending that trauma didn't happen. It's about cultivating the capacity to navigate challenges, bounce back from adversity, and find moments of peace and connection amidst life's storms. A key aspect of resilience is the body's innate ability to return to a state of equilibrium after stress. Think about how your heart races when you're startled, but then gradually returns to its normal rhythm. This natural process of regulation is essential for our well-being. However, trauma can disrupt this delicate balance, leaving our nervous system stuck in a state of fight, flight, or freeze. This is where somatic experiencing comes in. By gently guiding our attention to our physical sensations, we can begin to soothe our nervous systems and foster a greater sense of safety within ourselves. A somatic experiencing recognizes that our bodies are always communicating with us. By paying attention to these signals, we can learn to recognize the early warning signs of dysregulation, such as increased heart rate, shallow breathing, or muscle tension. One of the most powerful ways to regulate our nervous systems is through sensory connection. This could involve focusing on the feeling of our feet on the ground, noticing the colors and shapes around us, or listening to soothing sounds. Orienting ourselves to our surroundings helps to shift our attention away from internal distress and towards the present moment. The default mode network, responsible for rumination and worry, can be calmed through these practices. Simultaneously, we engage the dorsal attention system, which helps us focus on the here and now. By understanding these neural networks, we can use somatic techniques to cultivate a sense of safety and agency. Through these practices, we begin to reclaim our bodies as places of refuge, strength, and healing. We learn to navigate the world with greater resilience, knowing that we have the tools to weather whatever storms may come.